Striking Scorpion 82 season battle reports, one half on YouTube and one half on the Plus channel. Want to catch all the action from our Warhammer 40,000 Battle Report League? Simply head over to the Plus channel website, select the relevant season you wish to access or one of the individual battle reports and hit the Access Now button. Season Ticket is a one-time purchase format granting instant access to the full playlist plus future releases. Season Ticket includes all League battle reports for the year from January through to the Grand Final in December. Don't miss out on any of the action. Help support the channel and get your Season Ticket today. Link in the video description below. Right, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000. It's 1750 points, Blood Angels versus Khorne Demons. Alright, so welcome to this 1750 point game. We would have gone for 2,000, but Tom's not quite there yet at 2,000 points of his Khorne Demons, but itching to get a game with them here on YouTube. So we've gone for 1750 points, still a good sizable game here for 9th edition. So I'll run through the Blood Angels experimental revamped kind of list here for them. I'll mention the gold level patrons first of all. They get the names shouted out at the start of our battle reports. So Alex Stillwar, Andrew Swan, Marcus Anthony, Luke Schwengel, Nicholas Lucas, Patrick McPherson, Paul Cook, Will Wright and Zachary Siltonen. Massive thanks to them for their support at gold level. You can check out those supporting at silver level in the end credits, and then thanks also to those supporting at bronze. I've set up a Patreon page. It's not to help me, it all goes to my local War Games club SSWG. It helps support them, and they use the funds to create new and exciting terrain projects for our games. So 1750 points here. I've got a 2k lists written out for the Blood Angels for 9th edition. Just had to drop a couple of units from that here for the 1750 points game. So a single battalion I've taken, so that's 12 command points, then -1 command point for an extra relic, and then minus another command point for taking Death Visions of Sanguinius here on the Smash Captain. So 10 command points available here for the Blood Angels in this game. 3 HQ choices have been taken. First is Lazarus Dawnhammer, the Smash Captain. It's Captain, Thunderhammer and Storm Shield for him. Given him the Warlord trait, Gift of Foresight, so 6+ Feel No Pain. Combining that with Death Visions of Sanguinius makes it a 5+ Feel No Pain, and it's rerolling ones for him as well. And then also a relic, the Angel's Wing, so no Overwatch allowed against him, and then he can reroll his charges also. Then second HQ choice is a Lieutenant with a jump pack, just modelled there with the wings. Power Fist for him, and then also an Inferno pistol shooting weapon also, and then he's going to carry the Virtus Vitae relic. So whenever I use a stratagem during the game, 5+, I can recoup a command point. The third HQ choice, I couldn't leave him out of this revamped Blood Angels list. It is the Librarian Dreadnought here with the Furioso Fist and the Halberd for him as well. Stormbolter shooting weapon also. Powers are the Quickening and Wings of Sanguinius, so you can move a bit quicker around the board if that goes off. And then Quickening gives him extra attacks. There's reroll charges, +3 to the charge as well. So loads of bonuses going on, loads of potential nasty attacks available from that Dreadnought. So that's the HQ choices. For troops, I actually have 4. 3 units of intercessors, each with a grenade launcher and all with bolt rifles. Then I have a unit of scouts. And back from storage, this vehicle here hasn't appeared in our Blood Angel games for literally years. It's great to see the Razorback come back. I really think Razorback's going to make a comeback here in 9th edition, just with the firepower that they can dish out. The transport capacity is very useful, and now there's no minus for them moving around the board. So twin heavy bolter, and there's a hunter killer missile on that as well. Just for the points of this game, I would give it a storm bolter, but I haven't been able to afford the points here for this battle. Then a unit of 5 scouts, all with bolters, one of them equipped with a heavy bolter. Then again, the Land Raider making a comeback here, so I've ditched one of the Storm Raven gunships, and then the Land Raider here with hunter killer missile, 2 twin las cannons, sponsons, and then twin heavy bolter for that also. Then I'll cover the Storm Raven gunships, the usual loadout for that. 2 Hurricane bolters, twin multi-melter, twin las cannon, and then also the rockets on that also. And then finally, I couldn't leave these out of the list either. Thunderhammer Terminators, so all equipped with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. There is 5 of those in the squad. That's the list here for Blood Angels. Pretty good for firepower. It's potentially nasty in close combat, but they're up against Khorne Demons here. A real test for them in this game. Tom Covey brings his Khorne Demons. We'll take a look now and see what he has in his 1750 points list. Alright, so 1750 points of Khorne Demons here. So congratulations for Tom for painting up almost at 2,000 points here. So looking forward to seeing this army complete and hoping to enter them into our Season 8 League. But a warm-up game here for us all to see. We'll let Tom run through his list.
Okay, so today I'm bringing my Demons of Khorne army. I have a battalion with 3 10-man Bloodletter squads. I have 2 Skull Cannons, a 6-man Bloodcrusher squad, and then for the HQs, I've got a Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage. He is my Warlord today, and he is taking Oblivious to Pain Warlord trait with the Armour of Scorn Relic to give him a 4+ invulnerable save, and the Blood Blessed Exalted Bloodthirster trait, so he can't take more than 8 wounds per phase. I have Oraka the Fiend, the Forge World model as well, and I'll be using him as that, and Scarbrand as well. And then I've paid the extra CP for a patrol detachment, just because in 9th edition you have to pay the extra, I think, to get the extra HQ slots. And I've got a Skull Taker and a Demon Prince with wings and a 20-man squad of Bloodletters. Now, so I paid the 2 CP for the patrol detachment, paid 1 CP for putting these in the warp, and 1 CP for the 3d6 charge. I've paid 2 CP for Scarbrand to be in the warp, and then the 1 CP for the Exalted Bloodthirster. So I'm starting on 5.
So that's Tom's list. Great to see Khorne Demons on the channel. Perfect matchup here against the Blood Angels. Tom didn't mention the banners he's been working on here, so you can take the raise the banners secondary objective during missions. So it's excellent to see them being put together, and hopefully we'll see him raising the banners of Khorne on the board. Tom is also on Instagram now. He's set up an account, so if you want to keep track of all that Tom's getting up to, and it's not just Khorne Demons, he's working on Sisters of Battle at the moment. Obviously runs the Red Scorpions as well, so you can get an idea of what Tom's up to on his Instagram account. I'll leave a link for that in the video description below. So we'll take a look at scenario and deployment now for this battle. Alright, so we have a scenario. We've randomly determined it from the 40k rulebook. So the 4 pillars, mission number 3, turn of war for strike force sized games. So deployment then, it's table quarters here. So the Blood Angels will be in this sector. The edge of their deployment zone marked by the line of red dice just stretching out across here. And then Tom's deployment zone marked by the yellow dice here. So you can see his deployment zone just there. And this is sort of no man's land on both flanks and also in the centre of the board. So this mission it revolves around the 4 pillars, these 4 objectives. So one here in no man's land, just marked by the Space Hulk cat, and I've used some Tom's objectives here just to make it nice and clear for us on camera. The other one over there, marked by the Terminator on the throne, inside Tom's deployment zone. Then the Fallen Terminator across here in no man's land on the Blood Angel's left-hand flank, and then marked here by the Teleport Homer and the objective inside the Blood Angel's deployment zone. So, primary objectives, first of all, take and hold as per usual. Progressive objective, if you control 1 or more objectives, at the end of each player's command phase you get 5 points. If you control 2 or more, you get an extra 5 points. And then if you control more objective markers than the opponent does, an extra 5 points as well. That can't be scored on turn 1, but turn 2 onwards for that primary objective. Then the secondary objective here, siphon power. So you need to arrive on the objective in your movement phase. Make sure there's no enemy units nearby. Hold that objective, and at the start of your next command phase, then you can start to reap the points and bring in the points for that. If you control 1 of those and you siphon power, you get 1 victory point. If you control 2, it's worth 3 victory points. If you control 3, it's worth 6 victory points. If you're able to control all 4 at the start of your command phase, it's worth 10 victory points each turn. It's a big incentive to try and claim, take and hold these 4 pillars. So I'm going to take that as one of my secondaries, siphon power. Here, Tom's not. He's going to take 3 from here. I've just covered my other 2. So I'm going to go for assassinate. Tom's got a fair number of characters, plenty of demons to be slain. So we'll try and reward ourselves for doing that. And I'm also going to go for raise the banners high as well. So an extra incentive to go after these objectives and try and hold them. Tom is going to go for raise the banners high as well, so both of us sharing that secondary objective. Then Linebreaker can go for.
Linebreaker?
Yeah, Linebreaker is his secondary objective. And then the last one, bring it down. So Tom getting rewards for destroying the Razorbacks, it's 11 points. And then also, they're worth 3 points each. The Flyer, the Land Raider, and the Razorback. Right, so that's the mission. Looking forward to this one. Very nicely themed. We'll start placing units on the board. So starting with the Blood Angels, we chose our deployment zone here with the Defender, so we placed the first unit. We'll start alternating placing units on the board. Right, just to mention the battle mat that we're using in this game, it's from gamemat.eu. I think it's called Mayhem Square. It's one of their earlier designs, but it matches in really well with this Gothic terrain. The terrain is from gamemat.eu as well. It's pre-painted terrain set, these Gothic ruins that you can see just here. What I've been doing with it here, it's taken me about 10 minutes. It comes pre-painted, but the highlighting on it is quite extreme. So what I've done is taken some grey, mid-grey spray, a bit of brown, and also sort of some Dark Angels green. I've just given it a light coating, a light dusting, just to blend it in so it matches better with this battle mat. And then you roll out the mat nice and flat, put the terrain pieces on top, and you can see some lichen just there, some stones and scatter just to blend the whole thing in, and you can create this effect here. It's very grim dark sort of look here for this game, very appropriate for the Blood Angels fighting away against the Khorne demons. But you can check out gamemat.eu for your supplies of battle mats and also pre-painted terrain. Alright, so deployment's complete for both sides. We'll cover the Blood Angels first of all. They've put a unit of intercessors here on the right hand side in this ruin. Land Raider is empty, sitting on top of the home objective. Just to the left of that is Lazarus Dawnhammer and the Lieutenant as well. And Lieutenant Abraham actually is his name. And then at the back here is the Stormraven gunship. The Terminators are inside that. Then further across to the Blood Angels left hand side is the Dreadnought, the Librarian Dreadnought, and then 2 units of intercessors right up to the edge of their deployment zone. And then the Razorbacks just here with the scouts inside. No reserves at all with Blood Angels. Everything they have is on the board. The deployment is complete as well for the Khorne demons. We'll go around to the other side of the board and see their deployment. Alright, so this is the view that the Khorne demons have across the board. So Bloodletters, unit of 10 on the right hand side, unit of 10 here on the home objective, another unit of 10 on the left hand side, the Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage on the extreme left, Skull Cannons, 1 here and 1 just here at the back, Blood Crushers right at the edge of their deployment zone. Looks like they're ready to make a headlong charge straight towards the Blood Angels. Then the Fiend here, the Forge World Fiend, getting ready to move out as well. The Demon Prince, this little one here. Sorry, didn't mean to call him a little one, but Skull Taker in comparison. He's on the left-hand side as well. Banners ready, drenched in blood, but as yet have not been raised. Then, 20 Bloodletters. And then Scarbrand in Deep Strike as well. So some decent reserves to call upon here for the Khorne Demons. Alright, so deployment stump, ready to go. It's that time where we roll up to see who goes first.
Bad, because mine's a similar colour to those. So.
Okay, a 3 scored. It's quite beatable. Or I could not beat it. We'll see what we roll. Oh, it's gone inside the container of doom.
A 4.
It's a 4. Tom's checked. Okay. So, Blood Angels, I think we must go first here. So we'll go on to the first turn. The Blood Angels will get to strike first. They're turn 1 coming up for the Imperium. Alright, so movement's complete here for Blood Angels. It's Devastator Doctrine at the moment. I'm going to try and use our long-range firepower here on turn 1. So Land Raiders pushed forwards a little bit. This squad of Intercessors has remained where it is. The characters have tucked in. Then the Scouts have disembarked, moved across here. They're performing the action of raising the banner. I don't have any banners, so I've got barrels. So I've stacked up barrels here, raising the barrels high here for the Blood Angels, just to mark that the banner's gone up. So Scouts moving across. Characters tucked in. Dreadnought, I may well move him in the psychic phase again with quickening. Stormraven gunship's gone 12. It's gone into hover mode and shifted across in this direction. Just maintaining our bubble here with the lieutenant and the captain. And then the intercessors have moved. On this flank, you can see them pushing through. So regular moves from both of these squads. We haven't reached the objective. I don't think it's worth trying to raise the banner at this point, because it may well be contested quite early on in this game here. But so steady progress towards the objective, but no panic to reach it here at this stage. That is movement done. There is a psychic phase now for the Blood Angels on turn 1. So it's not the quickening. It's Wings of Sanguinius to move again. So it's warp charge value of 5 and just about goes off on a 5. So we'll move the Dreadnought again. Alright, so Dreadnought's moved. You can see him, he's gone around 12 inches onto that flank. Psychic phase done, not going to try and manifest any other powers, so we'll now go on to the shooting phase, the Blood Angels on turn 1. Okay, so we'll start with the Stormraven gunship, as it's going to put the 2 laser cannon shots and the 2 rocket shots going to go into the skull cannon across here. You can now see it because it's swung around. And then we have to shoot at the blood crushers with the 2 hurricane bolters, and then also the multi-melter. That's the only unit that's in range 24. So we'll start with 2 multi-melter shots here. Needing 3s. There's no minuses going on, so 2 hits. And then is 2s to wound. The lieutenant's nearby, so we roll that 1. That's his job. It's helped. Okay, so 2 have come through. Tom will take invuln saves here.
That's onto these guys.
Yeah, AP minus 5.
1 through.
Okay, yeah, blocks is boasting a 4+ invuln save at the moment. Damage is d6, which is a 2. Come on, reroll that one to kill one of those things. Yeah, 3 wounds each.
4.
4 wounds each, half a chance of destroying it. Yeah, no, we'll save. I'm a terrible habit of spending too early in a game, so we'll leave it. 2 wounds taken. That's very hard not to spend that command point, but trying to resist here. Hurricane bolters, both of them. So rerolling 1s for the captain nearby. Okay, I'm going to try and wound here. So toughness 4, strength 4, toughness 4. Rerolling 1s for the lieutenant. He's helped out a little bit. No AP minus on these, 4 saves.
1 dropped.
Not bad, good dice rolling here. So another wound caused. Okay, so that's that done. Then we're going to fire 2 laser cannon shots and the rocket shots into this skull cannon. So laser cannons first of all. 1 hit comes through. He doesn't wound.
Toughness 7.
Yeah, I'm going to use my command reroll now. So 3+. Oh, plus, okay. And then we'll take that away, just want to remember. And then we'll go for 2 rocket shots. 2 hits, 3s to wound. 1 wound comes through. Not so good here from the Storm Raven gunship. And 6. Well done. Okay, well done. Good dice rolling here from Tom. Alright, we'll go to the intercessors now. So, Sergeant can't see. Going to fire these shots first of all, with the bolt rifles. So, it's good shooting from them. And then 4s to wound. Lieutenant's too far away, so 3 wounds come through at -1.
Oh, 1 failed.
Okay.
You got 1.
Finally. It's taken a while. And then a crack grenade shot here. Hits. Strength 6. Wounds. -1.
Yep. Through.
D3. Oh, just 1 wound caused. We're going to the Land Raider next. So 4 laser cannon shots are going to go into the other skull cannon. It's just tucked over there. And then the heavy bolter is going to go straight ahead against the skull crushers as well. So, laser cannon shots. 3 hits. 3s to wound.
That's what we like to see.
No, it's bad. It's terrible.
Where's your lieutenant?
He's there. He's here.
Oh,
He's going just the 1.
So 5+. Yep, 6 again. Oh, those skull cannons, love it.
He's using Tau dice here. He's doing very well. Okay. This is not good. Okay, twin heavy bolter. Rerolling 1s for the captain. I was expecting more for the Blood Angels here. They do have good firepower, but it's just not making it through. 4 wounds at -2.
I got 4 of him, bud.
Just the 1 wound comes through.
Wounds, yeah.
Yeah, so Warp Surge has proved to be very, very useful. Yeah, good use of a card. It's actually 2 command points, that one, but it's I think it's been worth it here. It's kept a lot of wounds away from the Skull Crushers. Yeah, no, they're Blood Crushers. Sorry, not Skull Crushers. Okay. So next, running out of firepower here. Actually, most of the main firepower has already been used. Okay, so Razorback now. Hunter Killer Missile. I'm going to use that up now. I'm going to put it into the Skull Cannon, and then the twin heavy bolters are going to go into the Blood Crushers. All 2s. There's nothing I can do about them. 3s to wound. Lieutenant's nearby. 2. -2.
1 wound through.
Okay, 1 wound makes it through.
1 wound left.
Okay, and then Hunter Killer Missile. And it does wound. -3.
Saved.
Saved. And a 5+ invuln save again. Okay, good dice rolling here. Okay, so a bit of infantry firepower left, and that'll be it for the Blood Angels. We're deliberately doing bad shooting here just to lure them in. This is the plan. It's all according to plan. Fire over their heads, boys. Just to lure them in. Okay, so we're going to go on to this squad here next. Okay, so I've played steady advance on these. They're going to count as remaining stationary, so just going to fire all the bolters in. And that's not bad. 8 hits have come through. 3s to wound. And 3 wounds. Not too bad, out of range of any kind of bonuses.
3 wounds?
Sorry, 5.
5 wounds.
5. 5 pluses.
Save 3.
Save 3. Way above average. Again. 2 brought down. Okay, the last squad. This squad just here. We'll go frag grenade and the rest of their bolt rifles. So frag round, 5 shots. 3s. Forced to wound. 2 wounds come through. On those... Picked off 2 and then 4 shots with the bolt rifles. 2 hits. 2 wounds. Come through, so 2 more. And I think that's going to be Blood Angels firepower complete. Save 1. 1 more gone. Okay. But I was going to say pitiful. It's not been very good at all from the Blood Angels here on turn 1. They've done some kind of damage, but nowhere near as much, I think, as they would have hoped. And they may not have too much time in this game to have that kind of leisurely firepower here. Things may start to get a bit tasty turn 2 onwards. But shooting's done. Obviously no charges to take place. I think the turn's come to an end here for the Blood Angels. Okay, so turn's finished. Tom's already started moving here. Very eager to get going with Khorne. So he had a good breakfast. He had corn. Oh, that's an old joke, isn't it? Cornflakes for breakfast. Okay, so turn's finished. We're already bleeding into Tom's movement here, but there's no points to be raked in. The banner's been raised, but I can only pick point up for that at the start of my command phase. So obviously missed that, but if we continue to hold that objective with the barrels raised high, then we can pick up 1 victory point at the start of our next turn. So turn's finished. We'll go on to turn 1 movement now for the Khorne Demons. So turn 1 movement for the forces of Khorne. Tom's around the other side of the table, moving his force across, and you can see they've quickly claimed the objective on their left-hand side. So quicker than the Blood Angels, they've now camped out on a second objective on the board. And a bloody banner raised high. An anonymous sign here as one of these banners is raised. We'll let Tom complete the rest of his moveset. Right, so movement's done. Tom rolled a 6 here for an advance. These are pushed right up the board here, just aiming to be a distraction. And then,
Suicide Squad.
Well, right, fair enough, yeah. But it forces the Blood Angels to deal with them. So I do that with my Mauler Fiends for the Thousand Suns, just throw them at the opponent, and then that forces their hand. You know, you can't ignore them if they go on the rampage in amongst the Blood Angel lines. Bloodletters have taken their place. They've pushed up to gain a bit of cover behind this terrain here. Skull Cannon's not moved. Bloodletter's holding the objective here. Skull Cannon again's not moved. And then multiple units moving on to the objective. But the banner can't be raised because there's a monster that's moved on top. That can't raise the banner. It needs to be infantry. And the infantry squad that has landed on that objective had to make an advance move to get there. And you can't perform the action if you advance. So that's it here for the Khorne Demons. They're waiting for their reserves to arrive here, but trying to line themselves up for an attack here at this point, and also raising banners and claiming objectives at this point in the game. No psychic phase, no psychers for Khorne. They have no guns. There's no shooting phases there.
Skull cannons.
Okay, skull cannons.
Two guns.
We'll see what they can do. Okay, so to try and intimidate Tom a little bit here, but he's going to fire the first skull cannon.
Into the Storm Raven.
Storm Raven, that's where I thought he'd go. I've got a bad thing about this.
4 shots.
4 shots, not bad.
Hitting on 3s because you're in a hover.
Yes.
Rerolling 1s, don't have any 1s because of the Demon Princer.
Yep.
And it is strength 8, so 3s.
3s to wound.
3. -2.
I knew this would happen. Right, I've got to roll well here. Famous last words. Oh, not bad. No, I've saved 2. D3 damage.
3.
And it's maxed out on 3. Well done. All right, so 3 wounds taken.
Next skull cannon.
Yep.
4 again.
4 shots. Now, you can't complain about that kind of rate of firepower. All the hits come through. They do pretty good. 3's to wound.
2.
2 make it through. Tempted for a command reroll. It's got 4 command points left. Did you remember to harvest one at the start of your...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 command points in total.
Still kind of... yeah, I'm going to do it because I need to try and cause some damage. Yeah.
Yes.
3.
So 3 more again. Need 5 pluses. None. I could command... I think it's worth trying to command reroll one of these. I'll command reroll this. No. Let's just take that away before we forget. 3d3 damage.
So that's 7 damage.
Plus
so
3, 10.
10 damage, so yeah. Go on, Khorne.
That's amazing. It really is.
Just firing your previous brother's skulls at the front cockpit, basically.
Oh dear. That is amazing. Really, really good. Great result. Stormraven gunship's almost been brought down. Alright, so 4 wounds remaining, but thankfully we have a Tech Marine in our list here. No, we'll have to wait to try and add him in. 4 wounds is a good result here for Khorne. Shooting phase finished. Charges?
Nope.
No, all too far away here. So turns come to an end. I think Khorne have done better here, damage-wise. Stormraven gunship's almost been brought down. We're going to the second turn. This is where things could start to liven up here, as the Blood Angels perhaps learn to try and take the fight out to the advancing Khorne units, and then Tom has the option to bring in his reserves as well. We'll see what happens. Turn 2 now coming up for the Blood Angels. Okay, so movement's done for the Blood Angels here on turn 2. So primary objectives. I have 1 objective at the start of the turn, so 5 points picked up for that, and then a point for the banner as well, which has been raised, and it's the start of our command phase, or end of our command phase, so I've been able to pick up a point just there. So 6 victory points here for the Blood Angels at the start of turn 2. So intercessors have held position here, as then this squad's broken cover pushing forward. So I want to try and create some kind of screen ahead of us if Tom decides to steep strike in. The Land Raider shifted back a little bit into its left, as Captain and Lieutenant just behind the terrain here. Scouts have held position, maintaining position on top of this objective. The Stormraven gunships held position. Just want to keep our angles here to these skull cannons.
I want to raise the banner here.
Oh, end of my turn. Yes. Right, okay. Yes, okay. It's end of the movement phase. I have to decide what to do. It may well be worth. It needs to
be an infantry unit, so
yeah.
If you're going to do it, it has to be done by them.
Okay. Yes, I'll think about that one. Interesting choices here to make. Razorback shifted round. Dreadnought's pushed through as well. You can see it just there. That's movement done. I'll make a choice about raising the banner here on that objective. Alright, so barrels raised here on another objective. We've decided to raise the banner. Okay, so movement's done. Psychic phase next. Okay, so I'm going to try and move that Dreadnought again. So 10, that's going to go off. We're going to move him again. It's going to go 12 inches. Okay, so Tom's questioning my caution here, but there's demons in the shadows at this point, so we're just waiting to see what happens. I've moved the Dreadnought back round here, conscious that Tom has a 3d6 charge range. That's 3d6 in total.
Rerollable.
And rerollable. No, I've seen your dice rolling on turn 1, so I think we'd be wise to be cautious. That Dreadnought's tucked in, and he can always burst out another time. Then we'll go for Smite now, straight ahead. And that goes off. D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds, so one of the blood crushers gone, and 2 wounds overflow into another. That's it, done. Psychic phase finished. Shooting phase next. A second chance for the Blood Angels here to try to impress. Alright, tough choices made here. Warp Surge is being played again. It's just at a minimum try and delay or slow down the rate that these Blood Crushers are destroyed here. We'll see what happens, see how much firepower does come for the Blood Angels against them, but Tom's bumped up their invuln save here to a 4+. We'll start with the Land Raider. I'm going to put the Heavy Bolter into those, and then the 4 laser cannon shots are going to go against the Skull Cannon across the other side. So, 3s. Rerolling 1s, the Captain is nearby. They've all hit this time for Sanguinius. Aha, 3 wounds make it through. 5+ invuln saves.
1 made.
Past 1. 2d6 damage.
I think it's 7 wounds.
Oh.
I think you may have just...
May have got him. Tom will check here. Yeah, they don't have too many wounds, these skull cannons.
7 wounds.
7 wounds. It's been popped. Doesn't explode. No, okay, but that's been destroyed here. Okay, so off to a better start here for Blood Angels. Twin heavy bolter. 3s. Rerolling 1s. 3s to wound. 4. Made it through. AP -1.
Oh,
no. It's the whole model gone. Ouch. Alright, so we'll go to the Stormraven gunship. It is in a damage bracket, but not at the worst ones. It's going to be 4s for hits here. Going to Hurricane Bolter and Twin Multi-Melter into these. And then the rockets and 2 laser cannon shots into the other skull cannon. So, 2 laser cannon shots first of all. Captain's nearby. Doesn't hit. 3s to wound. It does wound. AP -3.
nope.
Makes it through. This is D6 damage on this one. 3. We'll stick to the 3 just in case we get any... Oh, no. Yeah, 3.
3?
Yep. It's going to go through. So, 4 left. 2 rocket shots. 2 hits. Reroll this one for the lieutenant. Oh, no.
Nope.
Fouled. It's 3 damage. And 1 wound left. Next, all the Hurricane Bolter shots into the Blood Crushers. 4s for hits, rerolling 1s for Captain. So that's helped out a bit. Just take away the ones that have missed. It's actually not too bad at all. Pretty good actually. And then we're looking for 4s to win. And rerolling 1s. 2. 4s to wounds, those can all disappear. Those can disappear. It's 9 at -1 here for Tactical Doctrine. Some have made it through. Okay. So, another model slain, some wounds trickle over. Okay. Alright, Stormbolter from the Dreadnought. 2 shots into them. 1 hit. And no wound. Right, next we'll go to this squad here. These can fire through this window, but they can't quite see through to the Blood Crushers now because of the casualties that have been removed. 30-inch range though, we'll go after the Bloodletters over there. Then these 3, including the grenade launcher, are going to fire across against the Blood Crushers. So we'll go for crack grenade round first of all. Hits. Does wound. AP -1. Against this one.
Those?
Yes.
Then it's your also strength of crack?
6.
Strength 6?
Yeah.
No,
Makes it through. D3. 2 wounds. That's enough to pick that one off. And then we'll rapid fire now with bolt rifles. No kind of help with any kind of rerolls. And 2 wounds make it through at -2.
Come on.
Oh no, wounds
I don't think I've made
coming
one.
in. No, it's quite a contrast here on turn 2. It's 2 wounds come in. Then we sat still. So 4 shots of these 2 going off against the Bloodletters. 2 hits. 1 wound comes through at -2.
No.
No, alright, 1 picked off. Okay, the last bit of shooting here. This Intercessor squad, I'm paying 3 command points here. So we're going to play rapid fire on them to make them rapid fire 2. And then also play the stratagem steady advance, which means they count as having remained stationary. So that means we're going to get a load of shots. We're going to try and finish off the Skull Cannon here. I need to try and remove that from play, otherwise it may well bring down the Stormraven gunship with its firepower. So we'll calculate our shots and fire at that vehicle. So 20 shots here. There's no kind of rerolls or any kind of help nearby. So it's just their regular firepower needing 3s. But we rolled a bit above average there. And then 5s to wound. Take it on this thing. Yeah. 5s to wound. Is this enough? It's AP -2. Okay, 5. Okay, it's gone. Alright, so removed from play. Just trying to protect what's left of the Stormraven gunship here. Shooting phase finished. Charges, yes. We're going to charges next. So just one charge, Intercessors charging forwards. That only lasts a phase?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So charges of them, charge has gone ahead, so we'll go for our attacks here. It's going to be the 2 attacks each, and then on the charge 3 attacks each, an extra one for the sergeant as well. So 16 attacks in total. So 3s for hits. So some have missed. Strength 4, toughness 4. 4s for wounds becomes 3s to wounds here for red first. For the Blood Angels, and that is 5, 8 wounds caused. No minus on these. Forcing a lot of saves, and he's gone. Alright, so Blood Crusher's removed from play here. It's a combination of, well, mostly it's Blood Angels firepower that's done the damage, and then finished off here by the Intercessors moving forwards. That's the turn done here. Bit of a research here, bit of a pulling themselves together here from Blood Angels. They've caused some heavy damage at this point on the Khorne Demons. Right, so that is the end of the turn here. It's difficult discussing the game. Blood Angels keeping infantry squads out to their front and to their flanks, then preserving their nest eggs here. Their nasty close combat units just hidden away. The back door is shut. We've kept that distance, so Land Raider, Storm Raven gunship now, and these HQ choices as well sheltered at this point. Tom's going to have to land, if he does decide to land this turn, on the outskirts of the Blood Angels deployment zone. It's difficult here. Both sides holding objectives for sure, but Blood Angels starting to cause some heavy losses against the Khorne Demons. Not over yet. We'll go on to the second turn now for the forces of Khorne. Right, so movement's done. The Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage has moved. 12, poised potentially for a charge. Tom's lost patience here. He's decided to go for the all-out assault here against the Blood Angels. On the fringes of the Blood Angels deployment at the moment, but hoping to break in this turn. So banner raised here, a second banner going up here on this flank with the Blood Letters. Then a group of Khorne Demons pushing through in this direction, so what's left of that Blood Letter squad, the Fiend, and then also the Demon Prince with Wings has pushed forwards as well, and he's just jumped 12, isn't he?
Yeah.
So again, poised for a charge here against the Blood Angels Intercessors. So here we go, here comes the assault, and then around the other side the Deep Striking units have arrived. So here they are, 20 Blood Letters formed up and ready to charge, and then Scarbrand has arrived as well. And again, on the fringes of the Blood Angels deployment here. Tactically speaking, if Tom can squeeze the Blood Angels in and then camp out 2 objectives and clear this one, then tactically he'll be in a good position here. But we'll see what happens. Movement's done. No psychic phase. No shooting phase, so I'll go straight on to charges. Maybe a little bit of Overwatch next. Alright, so we'll capture this here. Charges. The Dim Prince is going to attempt to charge. I'm not going to Overwatch. And it's a 6.
So because I'm Khorne and because my whole army's Khorne, I get the Lotus of Rage, I think it is. So my characters get to re-roll charges.
7. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No. It's tight. No, it's an inch short. Oh, ouch. Okay. So he's not made it in. Blood letters, are they? You just moved, didn't they?
Yeah, I moved there to protect, or to give him some semi-protection.
Okay.
I'll go with the Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage.
Into here?
No.
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 Okay, he's not made it in.
And then Scarbrand's going to go into these two.
Yes. Okay. Not going to Overwatch here. Cocked dice. 8.
No. No.
No. He's not made it in. Who gets the 3d6 charge?
These guys.
Right, okay. Surely on 3d6.
Yeah.
They've made it in. Okay. So
I want to go home.
Blood letters. Oh dear, okay.
Oh dear. That was terrible.
Tom's struggling here, but it was his choice to collect Khorne. It's a love-hate relationship. Sometimes they do really well, and other times...
It's a hate-hate relationship.
Okay. But that's the narrative, though, isn't it?
It is, exactly. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Leave it in the comment section if you're a Khorne player that you hate your own army. It seems it's driving Tom mad here, but he'll press on. But multiple charges not going ahead. We've captured it on camera here, the frustration of when that happens. It's hard when a charge fails. 2 charge fails, yeah, and they re-rolled and it still fails. That's not good. A third one fails. No, that is painful. That's all painful. Okay, and all re-rollable as well. Yeah, that's nasty results there. But the 3d6 charge is pretty good. We'll just talk about Khorne. They do need some kind of help here, advance and charge, or even +1 to your charge rolls or something like that, just to help them out. As we've seen here, they really have struggled to get these charges going ahead, and the charges haven't happened. So now they're vulnerable here to Blood Angel's firepower and counter-attacking as well. Right, so we'll let Tom make his pile and move. He's going to fight first. Well, he has to fight first. This is the one unit he has to fight. They're going to push through 3 inches. Targets, what's the Razorback that's just in there? And also the Intercessor squad, I think primarily. Oh, has my banner been destroyed now?
Hopefully it'll be going down in a minute.
Yeah.
And kill you.
And you are a troop's choice, so yeah, you're going to remove that from play. So as we were saying, tactically speaking, if Tom can hold 2 and siphon power and keep the banners raised and then try and kick the Blood Angels off, even temporarily off that other objective, then he may lose the battle, but he'll win the war here in this game. Blood Angels must resist and then drive back the demon. Alright, okay, so the attack's coming in here. I'm just thinking about playing Transhuman Physiology. Tom is at strength 5 here, but he's going to do his attacks into the Razorback first of all.
Hitting on 2s because there's 20 of them.
Okay, I should have overwatched them to try and pick one off. There's a 1 in there.
And then strength 5. So 5s?
5's to wound, yeah.
So these are on 5s, 2 damage?
Yes, because these are 6s that Tom rolled to hit.
So that's 1 at -3, 2 damage.
I'll roll it now, just to get a 6. No, right, it's 2 damage taken so far. And 5's to wound here. It's not too bad, there's a good few coming through. The Razorback's going to survive, but it's going to be cut up pretty bad.
6, 8.
6s. Oof, it's going to be cut up really bad here. So that's 7, 8, 9 wounds taken. Yeah, I'm not going to play Transhuman Physiology, just going to try and save my command points for other stratagems. 2s for hits again.
All 2 damage.
Yes. Just removing the 1s. That's what's made the difference, the 2s to hit. Huge. And then it's going to be 3s to wound, it's strength 5.
3s to wound. So that's 3 and -3. And
then 2 damage. 2 damage. I think
I'm
I'm pretty glad I didn't play that. Oh, triple 2. 3 dead. And then now I should be able to get the wipeout here easily. Oh, dear. I'm just going to roll up a cluster of dice. Yeah, gone. Dead. That's with 6. Tom scored miles more than 6. Yeah, so the Intercessors can be removed from play. They've been hacked down very, very quickly here. And that's why the Blood Angels have been merciless here with their firepower, because once Khorne gets stuck in, they're very quick to hack the enemy down. Alright, so that's the situation. Intercessor's gone, banner removed from play, and then consolidating around the stricken Razorback here. Scarbrand watching as the Bloodletters hack down all in their path. So good result there. A turnaround on this objective at least. Good result for the forces of Khorne. Is it enough? Starting to break in at this point, threatening to break in here. But no other charges taking place. Blood Angels now have a fight on their hands. They need to be careful here. They don't take too much more damage, and they've got to keep the overall mission in mind as well. But the turn's now finished here on turn 2 for the forces of Khorne. Yep, so turn's finished. We'll go on to turn 3 now, the middle stage of the game. Blood Angels being attacked on all sides, but plenty of resources for them. We'll see which direction they decide to fight. If not all directions, we'll see what happens. We'll go on to Blood Angels turn 3 next. Alright, so movement here for the Blood Angels on turn 3. They do need to be careful. Tom has 2 banners set up and has held those consistently here in this game. Blood Angels now battling to try and regain their second objective. Tom raking in more points than them at the moment. So, number of command points being spent. So, upon Wings of Fire being used, 2 command points being spent here. We have relocated with the captain. 12 inches would have put him to about here. We needed the extra distance to try and make sure this charge goes ahead. So deploying just over 9 inches away from the Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage. So the black and red wings here are going to face off against the gold and white wings here of this captain. We'll see if this melee gets to take place. Holding position here is the Intercessors. Lieutenants jumped across, just helping to maintain that reroll 1s to wound bubble. Land Raiders tucked in a bit tighter. Storm Raven gunships backed off to try and stay out of trouble. Scouts holding position. They might be able to siphon this turn perhaps and score some more points here. We have picked up a point for the banner, and we hold 1 objective here at the start of the turn or the end of our command phase, so another 5 points there. We've just got ahead now of Khorne, but Tom will have a turn in hand. The Dreadnoughts moved 6 round in this direction. The Razorbacks still in close combat, and then the Intercessors here have shifted now, going across in this direction to try and recapture the objective. Movement's done. Psychic phase next. Here we go. Wings of Sanguinius on the Librarian Dreadnought. Goes off on 11, so we'll make him move. Alright, so he's moved. He's jumped 12, and he's going to go after Scarbrand here. So that's that one. We've got another Psychic Power to come. Going to try and make him go nuts here with the Quickening. It's a 7. We've scored an 8. Oh, it's gone off okay. So Quickening is going to give us +3 to advance and charge rolls, and D3 additional attacks in the fight phase. Blood Angels, by the way, are on Assault Doctrine now, so it's going to be +1 attack for them. Also, and then we have been remembering to use the Virtus Vitae. We have managed to regain 1 of our spent command points here so far during the game. So Quickening, that can go over onto the Dreadnought. Over on that flank, Psychic phase is finished. Shooting phase next here for the Blood Angels. So fire the Razorback. It doesn't have a Storm Bolter, just the Heavy Bolter. 5s, XR damage. It's good shooting, no kind of rerolls available. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through.
1.
Save 1. Alright, one bloodletter brought down. That's right, yeah, just checking the rules. -1 when shooting heavy weapons into close combat. There was 2 6s, 2 5s. I just randomised, and it meant that we didn't take one of those models out, so Tom can restore that model to play. Okay, so just checking back on the footage there, it is -1 to the hit rolls while shooting heavy weapons in close combat. So I rolled 2 6s and 2 5s. We randomised the result, just rolled a dice off camera there, and it meant that Tom didn't lose any models. So that's all that resolved. We'll press on now, pick another unit to shoot with. Alright, so Storm Raven gunship. Going to put las cannons and rockets into the Demon Prince, and then we're going to put all the Hurricane Bolter shots and 2 multi-melter shots into the Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage. So multi-melters needing 4s. 1 hit comes through. 3s to wound. It does wound, so a invuln save here.
Yep.
Passed. This is good. So then we'll go for Hurricane Bolters. 4s. Rerolling 1s for the captain.
Captain's not in there.
No, sorry, yeah. No, captain's not there, so that's not come through. I'll take that 6 away. 4s for hits because of our damage. 5s to wound. 1 comes through.
Saved.
Passed. Las cannon shots now into here. 1 hit. 3s to wound. It does wound. Invuln save. Passed. His dice are coming back now. 2 rocket shots. 1 hit. 1 wound. You can't pass another invuln.
No, I can't.
Okay, that's a flat 3 damage of that one. Alright, Land Raider next. We're going to put all that we have into him. I've got to try and strip away these wounds here from this thing. I know it's going to be maxed out at 8. Okay, we'll see if we can do it. 3s to hit him. This is Las cannon shots. We'll take that. 3s to wound. Rerolling 1s because the lieutenant's just there. That's helped. 3 have made it through an important roll. Oh no, can't.
Blood for the blood god.
What would the damage have been? It would have been 9, or would have been 8. Would have got it. Oh, Invuln saves. Okay. Heavy bolters. Captain is nearby this time. Yeah, they've all hit. 5s to wound. 3 at -1.
All saved.
Oh, saved. Okay.
Come on.
Oh no. I've committed the captain. He's going to have to charge. He will not be able to destroy it. This is the problem. And has yeah, this is something that's interesting. Right? I could charge into you and do my attacks, blah blah blah. Then I cause 8 wounds.
Yeah.
Then you slay me.
Yeah.
I can't damage it because it's the same phase. Yeah. Oh no! What a conundrum! What a pickle we find ourselves in here all of a sudden. Is there anyone else that can cause any kind of wounds against this beast?
Well, you need to cause 8 wounds.
I need to cause 8. Right. I'm running out of stratagems. Intercessors could let loose a vicious volley, but it's not going to be enough to cause that many wounds. Oh dear, tough situation we find ourselves in here. Blood Angels may have just given a gift to Khorne here at this point in the game. We'll say we'll make some tough decisions now, what we have left with to shoot with. Alright, I'm not going to spend any more command points. I need those 5 that remain, so we're going to fire 10 shots into here. Rerolling 1s. Okay, pretty accurate. Our only chance here is to score 8 5s and 6s. 4. -1.
So 2 failed.
Yay, 2.
6 up.
Oh, he gets a 6 plus 4 no pain as well.
So now until the end of my turn, I reroll all hits and wounds.
Oh.
And I take 1 wound.
I'm being drawn into a combat that we don't want to be part of now. Things are just getting worse and worse. It's every time. It's Captain Shenanigans does this every time. I feel really bad.
It wasn't me this time.
I start shooting up his stuff, start feeling really bad. Tom's losing the game, and then now look what happens. I've been drawn into a combat here against Khorne, and our beloved Captain Lazarus Dawnhammer may well meet his end. We'll see. It's a doomed.
3 plus invuln. Like.
Yeah, but my dice rolling. Look, there's a problem. My dice rolling.
Yeah, he's alive.
Okay, I can pass. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay.
You got it.
I won't give up yet. Sanguinius is with us. I hope so. Okay, so well, shooting phase a little bit left here, but we're running out of options. Okay, intercessors. I think this is the last of the fire pair. They're going to fire into Scarbrand. So 1 rapid fire, and the other's not. And we'll do the grenade launcher in just a moment. No kind of rerolls available. 5s to wound. Ooh, 3 wounds. -1.
I mean business as well.
Yeah,
Just
good.
1.
Good dice run again, and then we'll go for the grenade launcher, which misses, and there's no reroll available. Okay, so shooting's finished. Not going to fire the scouts, they're going to siphon. So all shooting complete here, but disastrous for the Blood Angels. We need to destroy Scarbrand across the other side with the Dreadnought, if possible, and then across here with the Captain. We need to cause wounds and then survive. Would be a great result. We'll see what happens. Charges and Overwatch next. Alright, charges taking place. Warp Surge just been played. That's going to give Tom +1. Invuln save, so you're going to get a 4+. Okay. Dreadnoughts made it in. Intercessors have charged in, and then the Captain First time around, 3d6 charge, +1. Blood Angels, red first, made it into combat against the Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage. I think we must attack down here first with the Dreadnought. I've played Red Rampage, so we reckon 3 attacks. We'll attack with the Halberd. Space Marines on the charge. Assault, Doctrine, +1 attack as well. And then Quickening, an extra 2 attacks. And then Red Rampage, an extra 3 attacks.
I would just like to point out that this Dreadnought is how many points?
143 points. It's gone up slightly now for 9th edition.
Scarbrand is 310 points.
Ooh.
Just to point that out.
Okay. And then we'll...
And he's hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. So sadly we've missed with 2. And then we're going to try and wound here on 3s. I'm not going to get you.
Oh, you will. You won't.
No, I won't. That dice rolling.
Well, it depends on what I roll here, doesn't it?
3 damage a time. I think you're safe-ish here. 9 damage taken, but it's not enough.
The more you wound him, the angrier he gets, remember?
Oh, yes. Oh, I've just remembered something else. I get an extra attack because being near you. 2s. 3s. And...
Please make him more angry.
Passed. Passed on a 4. Okay. Alright, it's down to 5 wounds left. That's trouble now for that Dreadnought. That's not so good. Tom can't interrupt play, so we'll fight with the next charge. He's run out of command points here, so we'll charge or fight with the Intercessors next. Right, going to fight with the Intercessors. So we're going for that many attacks for being Intercessors. There's the Sergeant. Then 5 attacks for Savage Echoes. 5 attacks for Space Marines on the charge. 5 attacks because of Scarbrand being nearby as well. 5 men fighting here, needing 3s. It's a bloodthirsty game, this one here. Crazy amounts of attacks coming from both sides. Yeah, Khorne loves this. Oh, yeah. And then it's going to be 2s to wound for red first, failing a few.
Broken.
Carrying on. 14.
Is that all?
14 here. Bloodletters. Could be a bit of trouble here. A lot of wounds have come through. Tom getting a 5+ invuln save.
And saving 2.
12 casualties caused here. Good fighting from the Intercessors. Alright, so we're back round to this side here. The Captain fighting. I reckon I get 4 attacks. Savage Echoes. +1 on the charge for being Space Marines. And an extra attack for something else. Yeah, Death Company. Yes, that's right. Because I've paid for Death Visions of Sanguinius. Okay, so 3s will be hits, rerolling 1s. Reroll this one. Okay, so that's the situation. They've all hit except 1. It's going to be 2s to wound. Oh, where's the Lieutenant?
2, 3,
2, 4 have made it through. I'll not command reroll. I need to save that. Oof, they've all gone through. But you're maxing out. That would be 12 damage, but it can be 8 caused.
7.
So down to 7 wounds left. All right, Captain's done as best as he can. He's maxed out, so no complaints with him. Just a case of survival with Lazarus if we can. So we've done all that we can. We've done all of our attacks across the board. Now it's down to Tom to fight back. And crucially, Scarbrand remains alive. So too does the Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage. And enough bloodletters to cause the Intercessors trouble as well. The game hangs in the balance at this point. Blood Angels need to be driving the forces of Khorne back, but they're struggling in close combat at this point. Strange game, this one. Both sides haven't fully engaged. It's fighting around the outskirts at this point, but some classic matchups taking place here. Great to see these combats taking place. Still yet to see who will emerge victorious. Will the shield hold now against this demon? Right, so 5 attacks. This is the strongest axe here. Tom off camera rolled up some feel no pain, by the way, but didn't help out. Still, the damage came through.
And everything?
Yes, because you took damage, you're now re-rolling.
No, it's because I made it the 6+ Oblivious to Pain save. And then 2s.
Oh, 2 1s. Oh, but re-rollable.
So that's...
And what damage is this,
4.
dare I ask?
It's D6.
Okay.
92 strikes. That's then 1 forward hit rolls. Yeah,
Oh,
so
boy.
4.
Feels like a season final. We'll see if the shield holds. Yeah. I should roll all of them and make a choice about command rerolling. Yeah, okay. We'll just roll them all. Right, okay. So at this point, 2 have made it through. I think I must... Oh, no. Because... Right, this is another pickle situation here. I find myself in a bit of a bother here because it's going to be 2d6 damage coming through, which could be nasty enough and probably enough to destroy him. Usually I'd say command reroll. But I have two command points left here, and I sort of need that if and when the Dreadnought dies to fight again to save that flank. So I don't know what to do. I'm sort of stuck. 2d6 damage. You've got no command rerolls left.
No.
I have a 5+.
I do roll 2d6 and pick the highest result for each one that goes through.
Oh no.
So if that makes it a little bit harder of a decision for you, then
Oh man,
that's one of the viewers pointed that out to me before that I didn't do.
Yes. Oh, real situation. Okay. What would you do, viewers, in this situation? Do you try and save the captain?
I mean, I wouldn't re-roll the saves or fight again over here. I would just save the CP, you know, I think.
God, yes, not listen to Khorne advice here. What would the Emperor do? Oh, it was just...
How many wounds has he got?
Can I phone a friend?
How many wounds does he have?
He's got 4 wounds, I think. 4 or 5 wounds, not many. Oh man, this is always just nasty. Oh, I'm stuck now. Both flanks are a nightmare. I'm going to have to think about this. Give me an hour to think about this. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've actually arrived at a decision quite quick. The stratagem's called Only in Death Does Duty End. It's not 3 command points, it's 2. So let the Dreadnought fight again. He's probably going to be slain. He's very likely to be slain.
He will be slain.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, minus 4 AP, so we're going straight.
Oh, and I need to kill him. Just... Okay. So just roll up your damage. It's going to go through. Here it comes. 2 3s.
He's dead. Because as soon as I roll a d6 on here... There you go. He takes 8 wounds.
8 wounds. I got feel no pain.
Alright, crack on.
Feel no pain. 8 wounds in total scored. 2 3s and then a 5 and a 3. So 8 scored in total. We need a miracle here. Blood Angels are all about miracles. 5 pluses.
No.
Rerolling 1s. It's not going to help though, is it? Even 6 wounds taken. He's dead. I've got no cards. Nothing I can do. Lazarus is slain. And you can make a consolidation move 3 inches closer towards the nearest enemy unit if you so wish. I'd imagine Tom will very happily. He's crushed my captain and our hopes perhaps on this right hand flank. Okay, Scarbrand next. The problem is the danger of me losing this objective here as well. Tom picking up or denying us points here at this point in the game. Oh, Blood Angels, we were cruising, thought we had it. But we've been lured into some combats here and come off the worst here at this point. Right, so Scarbrand's attacks coming up here into the Dreadnought. Another fantastic encounter here on this flank. So really have seen some great showdowns here. So
because you damaged me so much, I've got 7 attacks. +1 for being Scarbrand, +1 for being charged.
There is a stratagem that limits the damage that can come through against the Dreadnought, but I don't think I'll be able to stop it. So I'm going to let him kill me.
Re-rolling. So those count as 2 hits. Oh, okay. I'm just going to see if they're automatic 2 hits.
That was a 6, that one. There's tons of attacks here.
Each unmodified hit roll of 6 made for Scarbrand. Attack scores 2 hits. So
there's another 4 to be added to that.
He's strength 8 on because he's been charged, and it's ×2, so
2's to wound. What's the damage on this?
I think you should be damaged so much that you cannot possibly use that stratagem.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 at -4, d6 damage each.
Roll up your damage, nothing I can do to stop it. I wonder if he's going to score enough hit. He's taking out 2 Bane Blades or something.
That's just
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a number that no man can number. About 40 odd wounds being scored there. Amazing. All right, so only endeavours due to end. I'll try and get back the command point. No. All right, so I'm out of command points now until we can harvest them next time. So 3 attacks. Yeah, because that stratagem's for characters, so I can use it on the Dreadnought. 3 attacks base. We charged. Space Marines. Space Marines charge, and then +1 for the Blood Angels extra attack in the assault phase. So 5 attacks plus another 5 is 10. Because I believe the results stand for what was rolled up earlier for Red Rampage and Quickening. It's only 8 wounds, so hitting on 2s. All of them except 1. 3s to wound with the halberd. All of them except 1. God, what a way to go. What a way to go.
I can see why people hate Space Marines so much.
Okay. So 8 in total.
No, he's gone.
Got him. Oh, we brought him down with us. Oh, so we died. We took out the foul demon on that flank. Okay. And I can remove mine from play as well. But what a result here on this extreme flank. So still a bit of fighting left to go. Bloodletters can turn and fight here. They can try and finish off the Razorback as the battle for this objective continues here. Desperate stuff in this game. So it's death and destruction all round with no clear winner. I think this is the way Khorne would like things to be. So intercessors need to try and survive here against this Bloodletter counterattack. Okay, so here come the attacks.
So silly me, I struck with Scarbrand first. I should have really gone with these guys first, because then they would have got an extra attack each. So that's my bad. So only 2 attacks each because I was charged. And I'm hitting on 3.
You get the bonus even if you're charged?
Yep, charged.
Oh.
It's just like you get your bonuses for being charged or heroically intervened. It's the same.
Okay.
So.
Are you strength 5 still?
Yep.
Okay, so here come the wounds. This is the ones that were 6s.
Double damage ones, so 2, a -3.
Oh, no. That's a real bane for Primaris. Not past, 2 dead.
And then
5 more.
5 more, a -3.
Past 1, but it's just the sergeant. So take them all off, leave the sergeant on. But I've been hacked down real bad. That objective is all but lost here. Oh, no. Okay. So, any attacks against the Razorback?
No.
Right, I'm going to attack you back.
In fact, I say no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 attack.
Okay.
Or 2 attacks from 1 guy. And did nothing.
Okay. I'm going to fight back against you here.
Yep.
Missed.
Do you want to do that again as well? Because you didn't actually fight me back last turn.
Thanks, Tom.
Even that.
No.
I wouldn't have let you done it if it was a decent thing. Right?
Okay. A gracious Khorne player. A rare thing indeed. Okay. Any other? I think they're all completely resolved. Leadership, yeah, we leadership for the Blood Angels here. 4 + 4 is 8. The sergeant's fine.
1, please. No.
No.
So
Okay.
I lose 1 instantly.
Yes.
And then I have to do attrition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lost
7.
12. Yeah.
So 7.
5 pluses.
1s and 2s, they run away. So I lose 3 more.
Okay.
1s normally.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So resolved. I think morale's resolved across the board. Turn 3 finished here for the Blood Angels. So we will round this turn off and go on to turn 3 now with the forces of Khorne. It's bloodshed on both sides. Both armies taking heavy enough amount of damage. Game's not concluded yet, but Khorne controlling chunks of the board now, and the Blood Angels objective in serious trouble. It's looking healthier for them from a tactical point of view. Turn 3 coming up next, forces of Khorne. Right, so we're on Tom's move here. Just been discussing how the Terminators haven't emerged yet. They're currently inside the Stormraven gunship, so I may well have held them off for too long here at this point. A valuable resource, but unused at this point in the game. So whether Tom does go for the cluster here of Blood Angels, it might be a nasty group to charge into, or whether he just holds off.
I think it's pretty definite that the Bloodthirster will die in this game, so I think it's just a matter of
sending him in.
As many points as he can before he dies.
So 2 points picked up for secondaries. Tom reaping in the bonus here for the 2 banners, and then he controls one objective, then 2, and then he controls more than me. Controls 3 actually, and controls more than me. So 15 points picked up for primaries as well. That is game changing, the amount of points being picked up here on turn 3. So Khorne now swinging the game around well into their favour at this point in the game. This is 9th edition. There will be no turn 6 or turn 7, so time rushes on quicker than it would have been in 8th edition here. The game will stop at the end of turn 5. Time running out here for the Blood Angels. And they're starting to look ever more constricted in this corner. They need to break out and try and kick the Khorne demons off of these objectives if they can. But that's looking difficult here at this stage. We'll press on. We'll let Tom finish his moves. Alright, movement complete. Tom going in for the kill here. Stim Print's gone across 12 inches. Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage jumping across as well. Going to try and break into the heart of the Blood Angel's position. The Fiends pushing forwards with a screen out the front. Maintaining close combat there, what's left of the Bloodletters. And then Tom happy to camp out on top of these 2 objectives. So, I think I've covered the points scored already that Tom's picked up. So, 15 points for primaries, 2 for banners as well, so 17 points, 28 points to Tom at the moment, just 12 points to the Blood Angels here, so Tom has surged well ahead at this stage. We reckon a solid turn 3 and turn 4 should see Tom through to victory, but this game has been unpredictable here so far. We'll go on to charges and Overwatch next. Well, no Overwatch. I have no command points left, so Tom is free to charge wherever he wishes without the fear of any kind of Overwatch taking place. Alright, charges have taken place. Tom played it safe across. It's a very difficult choice to make whether to go after the flyer or not. With 9th edition, whatever targets you declare for a charge, you have to reach all of them. So Tom not wanting to take the risk of no charges going ahead, declared against the Intercessors, the Land Raider and the Lieutenant here. With the Bloodthirst of Insensate Rage, he has made it in, and so too has the Imprints, declaring a charge only against the Intercessors just there. Okay, so Lieutenant, there's no one to save Lieutenant Abraham, so he should bring him down, no problem, but we'll see what happens.
Depends on whether I hit him, doesn't it?
Yeah, okay, so who shall fight first here, the Demon Prince or the Bloodthirster?
Bloodthirster will go first.
Okay, let Tom allocate where he wants to put his attacks.
The Land Raider.
Okay, right, so Bloodthirster to fight first. 3 attacks are going to go into the Land Raider, 2 attacks to try and kill Lazarus. That's the plan.
Lazarus. Oh, 1.
Oh boy.
Wounds.
Wounds him.
-4.
Nothing I can do. Just don't roll less than... Oh, she's got him.
Dead.
Nothing I can do. Abraham's gone.
And then Land Raider 3s.
2 hits. Toughness 8.
Strength 16.
Oh, 2's to win.
2, -4.
6s. No.
First one is 5 damage. Second one is 6 damage.
6 damage. 11 wounds. Fantastic result. Well done. Alright. Hellforged Sword now into the Intercessors. This is from the Demon Prince.
We're on a 1.
Rerolling ones, yeah.
6s do anything in this? I don't think so.
Okay.
And this is Strength 8. So Strength 7 normally. Strength +1 for the charge because of Khorne. So 2s.
Right.
So that's 4 at -2.
5 ups.
3 damage
Save 1.
each.
3 damage each. 3 Intercessors hacked down. Alright, so remove those 3 from play. Tom's consolidated in, just tapping into the Land Raider. Alright, so it's the opponent's chance to pick a combat, so we're going to may as well fight across here with the Intercessor Sergeant. Alright, so 4 attacks. He's got a chance to try and save himself here. 3's for hits. 2's to wound. No, because in charge. 3's to wound. 2 wounds make it through.
2 dead.
Okay, 2 brought down. And now, decisions. Only 4 of the Bloodletters left. Right, so 2 removed from there. So that has actually saved the Razorback. Tom wants to try and kill the Sergeant here. So
I don't think I will though, unless I get a nice 6 there, which I don't. Nope, nothing.
Nothing. Okay, right. So that's that done. A bit of combat back around this side. Right, going to put all of our attacks from these 2, Sergeant and the other Marine. Nice lot of attacks here. We were charged. It's the assault phase, so 3's for hits. 5s to wound, 4s to wound. The red first. 3. -1.
2 saved.
2 saved. 6 plus feel no pain?
6 plus. Nope.
Alright, so drops down to 6. Do the Land Raiders attacks, D6 attacks, 3 attacks. Nothing from him, and that is it. Combat's resolved. Turn finished. Yeah, just checking morale. We'll be okay.
And I've lost 2, so I'm fine.
Tom's okay as well. Alright, so turn's finished, morale resolved. Right, it's turn finished. We're going to turn 4 now for Blood Angels. They've got to do something. They have some resources left. The Land Raider's still alive. The Storm Raven gunship, plenty of firepower available from that. And 1 Intercessor Sergeant desperately clinging on, but looking desperate at this point in the game. We'll go on to turn 4 for the Blood Angels.
3, 6, 9.
Plenty. Yes.
Easy.
We're looking at the game and it's not over yet, we reckon. There's a chance for both sides, to be honest, for both sides to score plenty of points here. So if you're still with us, the game still hangs in the balance. Khorne are ahead, but that could change. We'll see what happens here. Remember, the Blood Angels secondaries to go after characters. There's 2 of them are here. One of them across there, the other one is just in there. So if the Blood Angels can deal with this stuff and then try and clear this area, then there may be some kind of chance here. I need to try and sit on top of objectives. So I do hold 1. Scout's holding, so a point picked up for that. We siphoned last turn, so a point picked up for that, and the banner remains as well, or the barrels. So 7 points picked up there, clawing some points back here to try and catch up with the Khorne demons.
3 points for Scarbrand last turn.
Yeah, 3 points for a character being slain, and we could pick up maybe some more at the end of the game for destroying other characters. We remain in close combat with the Land Raider because it can shoot. Intercessors remain in close combat. We've disembarked with the Terminators. Finally, they've decided to disembark here. Scouts have remained where they are. We may well siphon with them again. We'll see. The Intercessor Sergeant's remained where he is, and the Razorback's crawled forwards 3 inches. Storm Raven gunship's flown off and is now in flight mode, heading across in this direction. The game's not quite over yet. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So a few little bits to do. A couple of pistols in close combat. Both have missed, a bit nervous, shooting at the demon. The pistol across here, to try and take out a bloodletter. Hits, doesn't wound. So that's that done. Razorback will shoot at... Yes, we'll shoot at them. So 6 shots. In 5s.
Ooh.
Oof, a lot of hits there.
Business.
2 wounds come through. 2 invuln saves.
1 passed.
Passed 1. Alright, so 1 bloodletter brought down. Right, so we'll go to the Storm Raven gunship next. Going to offload all of its firepower into the Fiend. It's 1 set of Hurricane Bolters in this direction. 1 set against these, which are now visible behind the obscure building. So 12 shots with the Hurricane Bolters first of all into the 3 bloodletters, needing 4s with just 1 wound above our worst bracket. 3s to wound. Yeah, 5 plus invuln saves here.
Good.
Got them.
3 dead, yeah.
Yeah, gone. Alright, so they can be removed. Interesting point in the game. 12 shots into bloodletters across here, needing 4s. 3s, 5 saves, 5 plus. Nyan. Okay, so half the squad brought down just there. Now to try and take out the Fiend. 2 multi-melter shots. 1 hit comes through. 1 wound comes through. Invuln save, an important roll. It's a 4. 2d6, choosing the best.
Number 2.
I've got a refunded command point here.
I don't know whether you can reroll damage anymore.
Oh.
It might be worth checking, but there was a little bit of... You might be able to.
Okay, we'll check. Yeah, I'm going to pay the command point, and I'm going to try and re-roll it here. 5 plus to keep it. No. And then here come the 2 dice being re-rolled. 5 instead of 2. We'll take that. Okay, so 5 wounds caused. Oh boy. Okay, Tom will stack those up. 2 laser cannon shots now, same target. 2 hits. 3s to wound. Both have wounded.
1 through.
One's got through.
He's dead.
He's gone. Oof. Boy, character destroyed. He was striding off towards that objective, but Stormraven gunships just flown by and gunned him down. Next, Land Raider's going to put all of its firepower into the Demon Prince. So 4 las cannon shots. 4s to hit. -1. Heavy weapons. 5s. We've got 2. 3s to wound. Both have made it through. That's a 5+ invuln save, so none passed. Damage is 5, plus the damage is already taken. Demon Prince gone all of a sudden. Another character slain here. This is a bizarre game of 40k here, but Blood Angel's starting to swing the game round here. As far as damage is concerned, at least, they're still behind on points and holding objectives, but a torrent of damage coming through at this point here. Yeah, Scouts are going to siphon here for the secondary objective, and that is it. We'll go on to charges next. Alright, so charges taking place, the Terminators have gone in. So 2 attacks each, an extra one for the Sergeant. We charged, being Space Marines, Blood Angels in the assault phase. All those attacks as well. So tons of attacks. Need to try and get 6 wounds here. So looking for 4s.
Hitting on 4s?
Yeah.
Yes, you are, aren't you?
-1, yeah, fun damage. So all of those don't make it through, but then 2s to wound for Red first. Okay, it's not quite over yet here. Tom has a 4+ invuln save on 7 saves to make.
How many damage each?
3.
I need to fail. Oh, I'm down to 6. Yeah, he's very dead.
Gone, and not even command reroll can help out there with one of those. So, does he explode or do any kind of stylish? Okay.
No, we're Khorne. We don't do anything fancy.
Okay.
We just hit stuff and then die.
Okay. All right. Terminators come to the rescue. It could be too little too late, but they've cleared the home objective, and I think that's going to be safe now for the rest of the game. What a turnaround here for the Blood Angels. Right, so that's that combat resolved. As bizarre as this game has been, it's going to get a little bit stranger here. We reckon the game hinges on the remainder of this combat here. 1 lone Intercessor Sergeant against 2 Bloodletters. Tom gets to fight first. If he brings him down, Tom will secure that objective and reap a load of victory points. If I survive, it's bigger. This is huge. No pressure at all. How many attacks do you get?
A whopping 1 each.
Any 6s here, Tom will be happy. 1's gone off the board. It's... Oh, have you hit at all?
Well, that was anti.
He hasn't hit. Okay. Oh, we've survived. At this point, we don't count as holding the objective, but now we can fight back. Intercessor Sergeant, and that's it. 3 attacks. Come on. They've all hit. 3s to wound. No, it's not enough.
You get your. Do you not get your plus? No.
I think only if we charge. I'll double check.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, it's only if you're charged, heroic intervene.
Yeah, just the one.
And
it passed. He counts as holding the objective. Oh no, ruined. Oh, blast. You can bring down a demon on this flank, but it doesn't matter if you can't kill Bloodletters on the other. Pain. So pain caused on both sides here. This is a classic Khorne battle going on here. Bloodshed and mayhem and murder all across the board. Oh dear, very, very significant. Tom will count as holding that objective here as we go now into turn 4 for the forces of Khorne. Any morale resolve around here? None. So turn's finished? Yeah. All right. Turn 4 for the forces of Khorne next. All right, so turn 4. Tom's about to... Well, is there any movement? Just looking around here, holding objectives.
No, there's
not really.
I mean, I don't really want to leave those objectives.
No, Tom's in a position to win the game. He holds 1, 2, 3 objectives.
All
so
I'll do is move my character
on the back. Yeah, so 15 points picked up for that. The line breaker secondary worked it out from last time. Tom picked up 4 points when he had, at the end of his turn, he had the 2 demons inside my deployment zone, and double banner, so point each for that as well. So Tom again stretches even further ahead on points. So Blood Angels may well clear the area. They could even have the firepower to table Tom's army, but
Easily.
it seems to be in 9th edition that aggression and board control can win you the game even if you're wiped out or lose much more than the opponent. So it's
Just sitting on these two for the whole game.
yeah, that's good. And the Blood Angels, we were so tied up we weren't able to try and
Gets you nearly 40 points. Is it 40 points? Well, I would
yeah,
have
max of 45 you can score during a game.
So I would have had. Yeah.
No, so that's what it is. So take note from this game. I'm sure many 9th edition games are very similar, the way the primary objectives work here, but it's well worth camping out on objectives. And your aggression pays off. You know, it ties us up, stops us from moving out, and the whole time you're able to harvest tons of victory points. And that may well, it looks like it's going to result in a victory here for the forces of Khorne. Great fight, though. We've seen some epic clashes in every corner of the table. There's no shooting phase, no psychic phase. Just that one. And I get to fight first this time. So, Intercessor Sergeant, come on. Oh no, no, come on, and then you can fight back. If you roll a 6, I'm. God.
Got 5. And a wounded.
Is a wounded and a 6.
3.
Not saved.
One
wound taken. He's primary, so he won't die. But a wound taken on him. That's actually the end of the turn. Strange and bizarre. We'll go on to turn 5 now for the Blood Angels. They're not going to win, but we'll see what kind of damage and points we can pick up. Alright, so movement done. There's no point moving here on the scouts to siphon. Intercessors have moved out to lay down a little bit of firepower in this direction. Pulled out a close combat with the sergeant. The Razorbacks held position, and the Stormwave gunships banked round and has landed itself just here. We'll go on to shooting phase next. Right, Stormwave gunship. All the Hurricane Bolter shots are going to go into the character. So we'll do 2 lots of 12. Sorry, Hurricane Bolter shots, they're all going into the blood letters, and then all the heavy weapons going into the character. So 4s, oops, abysmal. 2 wounds come through. 2 5 pluses, no, it's 2 blood letters gone, and then we'll go again in 4s. We might not wipe them out here. 3s to wound them, no we will not. Just 1 more. Abysmal. Absolutely terrible. Okay, so another blood letter gone. And then we'll go, I don't know what to say. Going to the character here. Both missed with the multi-melter. Las cannon, both missed. And the rockets! Oh, 1 hit, finally.
You can't kill him.
No, wounded him. Saved on a 6. Oh, it's unbelievable.
Meant to be.
It's not strange.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, right. And there's nothing like that. No one else can see them. So you've saved that now. You're going to reap even more victory points across there.
Run away.
So they might run, but your character's going to claim that objective. That was 3 points you could have picked up for that. 2 shots here with the Intercessors. 1 hit. No wound. And then the Razorback. Needing 5s because of our damage. 2 wounds do come through.
1 alive.
Past 1, kept one of the blood letters alive. He lives.
For goodness sake.
The only thing that's left to consume is the Land Raider, so we're going to fire. So, Heavy Bolter. 4s. 2. This should be enough.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just,
Alright, so cleared that objective. Right, shooting phase finished. Charges none. So,
Leadership.
yeah, leadership to do.
Oh.
Let's just roll a 1.
I get 2 back.
2 are going to come back. They're actually respawning now in celebration here. Okay, so turn's finished. We'll go on to turn 5 now, but it should just be a case of Khorne seeing the game through to victory. Alright, so we're on turn 5. Tom doesn't need to move. It's just a case of bringing the points in. So 10 points picked up, 2 objectives held. Doesn't hold more than me now, so doesn't get the extra 5. But the 2 banners continuing to bring in the points just there. So 12 points picked up. The game's finished. We'll get a final score here, but I think Khorne have won.
It was that.
That was big. I still think you might have won. The final.
Stopping your second primary.
Yes, disrupting my objective. Oh, absolutely, throughout the game. Yeah, so game-changing part here was disrupting the Blood Angels' objective over on this flank. So the 4 pillars game, if you're trying to run 2 objectives each, disrupting one of the opponent's objectives is massive because it means you're gaining more points because you're controlling more and you're denying so many points to the opponent as well. So huge, as we've seen here in this game. Blood Angels have almost They've wiped out all resistance across this part of the table. They now have, they have air control here and firepower coming down, but Tom managed to rake in a lot of points. Final score, all the secondaries and primaries added together, 61 points to the Khorne Demons and 39 points to the Blood Angels, including the 12 points for slaying the 4 characters for the assassinate secondary objective here. But a game we've seen swing around. There were points where the Blood Angels were coasting along well. Tom felt like giving up, but managed to charge in later on and cause trouble. Remember those multiple charges that didn't go ahead? Yeah. Looked to be all going wrong, but Tom persisted, managed to charge in, and the whole time, whilst all this was going on, just continually bringing in the points, and that has helped him through to victory here. But fascinating game of Warhammer 40,000, and just showing us how different 9th edition is compared to 8th edition. Okay, so we're just discussing units of the game. I'll mention the Storm Raven gunship, pretty good firepower from that. It's a bit hit and miss during the game, but there were some great moments of firepower from that. Land Raider, pretty solid, sat on the objective, wouldn't die, and pretty consistent firepower from that. I'm going to give it to, I don't know.
Librarian.
The Librarian Dreadnought.
He'll gain moment of the game as well. With the
yeah, okay. All right, Librarian Dreadnought for sure. Even when he died, he had to take Scarbrand with him. Honourable mention to for Tom's force here, the Blood First of Insensate Rage, pretty good. He slayed the captain, then burst in amongst the Blood Angels. But Tom's going to give it to that 20 Bloodletter unit that managed to change the Blood Angels' objective. They proved hard to get rid of, and they caused a lot of damage, loads of damage against
I think the change to running away now is massive, because before I failed that with a 6.
Yes.
I pretty much lost the rest of them, but now I only lost whatever it was, 4 or something instead of.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I think that
morale's helped, and the changes to morale have helped limit the number of models that would have fled. Okay, so that's units of the game for both sides. So keep a lookout for more 9th edition battle reports on both the channels, so here on YouTube and then over on the Plus channel as well. If you want to see more of Tom's Khorne Demons in action, there's some big push battle reports featuring those at the moment on the Plus channel. We look forward to seeing Tom reaching 2,000 points and see a pure Khorne Demons army now featuring hopefully in the league. So that's it. Check out Tom on Instagram if you want to keep a track of what he's up to with his own armies as he paints them up. That's the battle. Keep a lookout for more content on the channel. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.